YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Crypto J coming at you guys with yet another J Talks Crypto. If you're brand new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. I do my best each and every day to give you guys the top picks in cryptocurrency. And guys, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Now, I did want to talk about some really important stuff that you guys want to be paying attention to with this Shiba Inu chart for this week. But before we get into that, guys, I do want to remind you guys that if you're not yet plugged into our Discord, that it is filling up very fast. I'm actually planning on probably capping out the Discord at 5,000 members, and it seems like we're growing between 100 and 200 members per video. So if you haven't yet joined us on Discord, do that, because we're going to have a ton of we already have a ton of resources in there for you guys, and as well as an entire team of people that want to see you successful. You could come in there and ask questions, whether it's you needing help with buying cryptocurrency or you just need help onboarding or something like this, MetaMask questions, stuff like that. It's a great group for that, as well as we give you guys TA every single day, and we talk about coins that have a chance to 10x or 100x your portfolio. So if you like that kind of stuff, make sure you hit the subscribe button and join us on Discord, because again, guys, I created that Discord because something that changed my life, crypto, something that changed my life, and I want to share these resources with you guys for free and teach you guys something. So if you can appreciate that, again, I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. But I want to talk to you guys today about Shiba Inu token. As you guys can see, 1.7 million people watching this token. It's coming in at number 12, and the crypto market is heating up pretty intensely. As you guys can see, our market cap now sitting over $1.1 trillion again, which is good. Our gas fees, which are still very low, which kind of tells us that a lot of the people that are getting in are probably either bots taking entry positions, right? As we break some of these resistance, there's going to be people with buy orders that are waiting, right? So once these buy orders start getting filled, we're going to start seeing more of a price pump. That's kind of what we're seeing. I do like the price action that we're seeing with SHIB, but there's a couple things that have me nervous with Bitcoin. We're going to talk about that as well. As you guys can see, SHIB had a big pump up just the other day before deciding that it wanted to drop down and consolidate sideways. Now, one pattern that we always look at on this channel, which is actually a bearish pattern, is our head and shoulders pattern, right? We talk about the head and shoulders pattern a lot on this channel. If you guys don't know what a head and shoulders pattern is, it's this right here, this shoulder, head, shoulder, right? When you see this shoulder, head, shoulder, it usually leads to a dump. It leads to a market correction. But as you guys could see, we also have a couple bullish things working in our favor too with SHIB, because as you guys can see, we have this cup and handle playing out on the 1 year chart. Also on the 3-month chart, you guys could see we're starting to create some higher lows, which is pretty good. That's what we want to see. We want to see SHIB making new higher lows. I do think that we're going to see either a cup and handle breakout in the next couple hours, or this thing is probably going to reject off of this support and maybe ride this 15K resistance for a little while. I like the fact that SHIB did break out of this 10 range. We talked about this probably being the bottom. Also the 12 range too. We trended in the 12 range for quite some time, right? We had this leg up from the 10s. We trended sideways in the 12s, and then had another leg up, and now we're sitting actually in the 16s, which is pretty good. But I feel like most of our support is really in the 15. So if we do drop down, I do see us dropping down to 15, but I'm not too concerned. If unless we drop down a little more than that, then again, that recovery might take a little bit longer, and we might be calling this a fake out in the next couple weeks. But right now, again, guys, we always talk about the trend being our friend in cryptocurrency. A correction is totally normal, especially just the other day, our 24-hour volume was up over 1,000%, right? So it's normal for it to be down 50% today, especially not a lot of people taking a lot of trades, because Bitcoin is just kind of looking a little uncertain today. So you guys can see Bitcoin dropping down to 23.8 and kind of starting to create a little bit of a nasty pattern, a little bit of a bearish pattern, right? A lot of people changing their sentiments in the market. As you guys could see, if we look at the latest sentiments on Bitcoin, almost everybody is now bearish. It just seemed like last couple days ago, this was nothing but green, a lot of euphoria. And that's kind of how the market works, guys, right? People are euphoric when things are going up, but then as soon as things take a turn for the worse, even if it's just for the day, people are freaking out. So again, we talked about this cup and handle. We were hoping that this thing, cup and handle, and play out to the upside, but it seems like it didn't. It seems like it kind of started playing out to the downside. And now with Bitcoin, the thing that I'd be worried about is just us trading sideways on this, and then possibly breaking down and this creating again that nasty head and shoulders pattern. that we were talking about earlier on the channel. But will SHIB follow suit? Will these meme coins follow suit, or can we see a massive pump? It's really up to the markets to decide, but in my opinion, SHIB is an awesome buy right now at any of these levels, at any of these support levels. And if it drops down, I would buy even more. If you're looking to get in the market right now, my advice to you would be, first of all, do as much research as you can possible. But I would also say that this thing can get lower. I'm not going to lie to you. This can drop down and be a bearish thing. So what you would do if you want to make sure that you're taking a good entry point in this trade is maybe buy half now, and then if it drops down, if it decides it wants to retest, maybe buy a little more at 15, and then if it decides that it wants to correct down below that, buy a little more at 12, you know. But let's say that you buy half now and it decides that it wants to run. Well, instead of you missing all of those gains that you would have got, at least you're going to get some of those gains and you'll be able to lock in some of that. And of course, guys, always remember, once we are in the profit, to start taking profit. I know a lot of channels talk about hodling your coins for 20, 30 years. We don't talk about that here, guys. We talk about, a lot of the times we're talking about high risk investments, and so we do want to get in and get out, but we want to secure our initial investment. I want you guys to get used to taking profit, because buying crypto is very easy, but the hardest part about crypto is actually selling in a profit, right? A lot of people end up selling for a loss because they are not patient, but the hard thing is not being too greedy and actually selling for a profit. So always keep that in mind too. If you do end up making money in SHIB, a lot of people made money in this coin last year, and I watch people make thousands of dollars in this and literally leave it on the table just because they couldn't regulate their greed. And that is something that you have to realize as a trader, that you are in a game of greed. You're not only fighting other people's greed, but you're fighting your own greed, and you need to keep things in perspective. You need to understand that these markets will correct. These things are not going to be a straight parabolic run up. You're not going to miss out on anything, right? You just got a dollar cost average. And if you really believe in the project, if you see it for what it is, and you think in the next 5 years that this is going to be something, then you should just be accumulating. Again, if you look at SHIB's all-time logarithmic chart, right? We don't just sit on the all-time chart. We look at the logarithmic chart because it keeps things in perspective. We see that SHIB has a big parabolic run. It consolidates sideways before it has a run, consolidates sideways before it has a run. As you guys can see, that is exactly where we are now. We are just breaking down off of this. We found a bottom, and in my opinion, guys, we're starting to bottom out. I've seen this happen so many times in SHIB. I hope that you guys are a little more patient. I hope that you give this thing time to play out, but I hope that you're also taking proper risk management and not over leveraging into these trades. Like I said, if you're not sure if it's going to go up or down, a good thing to do is to buy half now and half on the dip. But again, guys, it's not financial advice. I'm just your homie Crypto Jay, giving you the news each and every day. If you guys like this video and you want some more videos just like it, make sure you hit the subscribe button and you support your boy. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.